Find the cubic polynomial function f with real coefficients that has 2 and 1 minus I as zeros. Because we want real coefficients and we have this complex 0, 1 minus I, we know that its complex conjugate, 1 plus I, is also a 0. This tells us that our factors are x minus 2, because of the positive 2, 0, x minus 1 minus I, and x minus 1 plus I. Okay, this is just following the pattern that if a number is a 0, then x minus that number is a factor of the polynomial. So we've just taken x minus each of these. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the f of 1 equaling 3 right now. We'll get to that at the end after we've multiplied this out. We want to expand all of this. So we want to multiply these two pairs, this pair of factors that have the complex conjugates. First, I'm going to distribute the minus in each of those. So x minus 1 plus I and x minus 1 minus I. All right, I'm going to go ahead and multiply all of this out. We'll take x times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. And x times negative I is negative ix. Okay, then negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. And negative 1 times negative I is plus I. And then I times x is plus ix. I times negative 1 is minus I. And I times negative I is negative I squared. Now there's a lot here that can cancel out. We've got negative ix plus ix. We've got plus I minus I. And then this negative I squared, we're going to simplify that. I squared is negative 1, so negative I squared is positive 1. And now we can combine our like terms. We've got x squared minus x minus another x is minus 2x. And then plus 1 plus another 1 is plus 2. Okay, we have that, and then we're multiplying that, of course, by this x minus 2. And now we just need to multiply all of this out. So x times x squared is x cubed. X times negative 2x is negative 2x squared. X times 2 is 2x. Negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative 2x is positive 4x. And negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. Now we can combine like terms. We have our x cubed. Minus 2x squared minus another 2x squared is minus 4x squared. Plus 2x plus 4x is plus 6x. And then minus 4. Okay, this is a polynomial now that it has the given zeros, but we want to see if it has f of 1 equals 3, because it might not. Let's see what happens when we do plug 1 in. 1 cubed minus 4 times 1 squared plus 6 times 1 minus 4. We get 1 minus 4 plus 6 minus 4. Okay, if we do 1 minus 4, we get negative 3, plus 6 is 3, and minus 4 is negative 1. So right now, when we plug 1 in, we get negative 1, but we actually want to get 3. And the only thing we need to do here is say that, well, there may have been a leading coefficient that we didn't know about it. There may be some number, we'll call it a, out in front of this whole thing. So that puts an a in front of that. F of x equals some number times all of that. That means then when we plug f of 1 in, we get a times, well, this whole thing was negative 1. Okay? But we want f of 1 to be 3. So we want this to equal 3. And now we just solve for a. This tells us that a is equal to negative 3. So now I can take that and plug it back in up here, and we get f of x equals. I'm going to go ahead and distribute the negative 3 into that. We get negative 3 x cubed plus 12 x squared minus 18x plus 12. And that is our function f that has the given zeros and for which f of 1 is equal to 3.